Hi, this is Sally, and I'm making a video because I want to rant and vent. Hi. So there is this, I work in a co-working space, and every afternoon, sometime about 3 or 4 o'clock, there will be this middle-aged lady who comes in. So she's much older. I think she's probably in her 50s, late 50s or early 60s. So she'll come in to read the papers. She doesn't get any work done. Her purpose is just to go to the office to socialize with her friends there. So there are people who are older than me who are working there. Not that many. So anyway, last week I've already noticed her because she would come and then she would talk and talk and talk and talk. Now, because it's a co-working space, I've been to other co-working space before and they're mostly quite quiet. It's not the library. People have their discussions, and it's fine. And if you have to take a phone call, it's fine. And if you have to speak loudly on the phone call, it's fine because you're not in the library. It's just normal tone, and even loudly, I don't really mind, It's not like I am very picky about such things, right? So you are talking 5 minutes, 10 minutes on the phone loudly, okay, because I know you are doing your work, and then but then this lady would come in and she would go one big round talking to everyone in an extremely loud voice, usually, and then and for the whole time she's there, so it could be 15-20 minutes per conversation, and then she'll go on to the next person. It's 15-20 minutes again, right? So I complained to a friend. I just told him there's this super talkative woman who's super inconsiderate, and so anyway, he's a friend who actually recommended me this co-working space. So after that, he came to office, a couple of days after, and then I was there. So I'm not in the office every day, maybe about 3 times a week. So she came in and then she did her thing again, right? And so he actually emailed the office, which was downstairs, and someone came up to tell her to tone it down. So and after that, after a couple of, within the hour, he left because he had an appointment. So at the point of time when the office personnel came, there were not many people in the office. There were only she and the person she was talking to and maybe 3 other people in the office. And then after that, he left and there was just me and another person. So the other person was busy on the phone talking, right? And I was with my earphones because I was doing stuff that needed earphones. And then she assumed that it was me who complained, right? I didn't complain, but she assumed it was me. And I was on my earphones, and they became quite sarcastic. So I thought, okay, I had my earphones. I thought they were sarcastic. I wasn't very sure, But at the point of time, I was I just immediately complained to my friend that they were sarcastic. And then he said, oh, do you need me to email the office? And then I questioned myself because I had my earphones, right? And I was thinking, oh, maybe they might not, because it would be too confrontational, right? So I thought, okay, that's fine. So after that, that was on Wednesday. So I didn't go to the office on Thursday, which was yesterday. And today I went to the office again, right? And so, she came in and she was complaining about who, complained about her again, right? And she used 好衰啊嗰個女仔, and she pointed to where I was sitting. Now, I was sitting in some other place, right? So I was thinking, okay, she thought it was me. And the office is not that big. So I was wondering, and maybe she knew full well who it was, because I was sitting somewhere else, right? But she was pointing to where I was sitting, and she was speaking in Cantonese very loudly. Said, "Oh, 好衰啊," I don't know what. 好衰 means very sickening. This girl who complained, there were only 3 people, and it's probably her, right? So first thing, I wasn't the one who complained, but then even if I were, right, she was still harping on it instead of looking at her. And then furthermore, right, I was there, so I think she was purposely scolding me in front of my face, right? So I'm not gonna take it lying down. Then I just spoke up and I told her, "You're really very loud, you know." I think it's fine. I told her it's fine if you're just like talking and you're on the phone, you know, but you're talking for like 15-20 minutes straight and so loudly and so long. Right? So I said, we're all professionals here, we're here working, but you're distracting everyone. I said it's very inconsiderate. And of course got agitated and I spoke loudly. Because I wasn't going to confront her. I mean, people are trying to give her face, you know, not confronting her directly and getting office because we're still working together. But then she was going on and she was like talking about me in front of me, right? And calling me sickening. I was like, WTF? Yeah. Come on, you know, because you're working and then you are just talking loudly. So after that, you know, I think her friend was a bit embarrassed, right? So he didn't say anything. And then she was quiet for a while. And then after like 10-15 minutes, you know, she started talking again. This time round, I wasn't that okay. I was just trying to focus on my work, right? And I feel conversations are fine. Conversations are fine. Just lower your voice, your goddamn voice, you know. But don't you speak like you're in the market and you speak like 20 minutes and you're socializing. It's not even office work. You're not doing your work, you know. And you're speaking as if this place is like your house. And she kept saying, "Oh, this office is so quiet. We have to talk and there's so many people. Blah blah blah." Oh my God! It's in the office. We are doing our work. Can you just be more considerate? Oh my goodness. So I was just so pissed. I was like, okay, at first I you know, when it happened, right, I didn't want to confront because she was much older than me. But you're talking smack about me and you're leveling a false accusation and you're not even looking at your own like terrible behavior. So you talk and then people can't work. You know, I wanted to tell her, can you guess why the office is so quiet in the afternoon? Maybe it's because of you. Everyone has to wear earphones when you're around because you're yapping and yapping and yapping away. Oh my gosh. Okay, anyway, you notice I get angry because when I just think about her. But then I feel like I'm bearing it, you know, inside of me. Okay, so they're such inconsiderate people. You know, and after like confronting her pretty loudly, then she does it again. So how? Like, it's like I don't want to go to office and try to do my work and face this woman, and I don't want to not turn up because of her. Isn't well, you know, I don't like people to push. I don't like to be angry for one thing because, you know, it's saying that that person can actually trigger me. That's giving too much power away. Okay, so after I'm done with this, I'm not going to. Okay, after I'm done with this, I hope I can just get over it and not like think about it again. But you know, if she's going to speak like okay, she could go on and carry on her socializing conversation, talking to every single person there, one by one, right? I don't know why you entertain her, because maybe friends. Okay, so she can do that, but if she just lowers her volume, it's fine. But just don't talk like you're in some market, raise volume in like almost an hour. Okay, talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and just, you know, she just can't control her mouth. So okay, I'm done. That's all. I'll make my next video about my weight loss. Alright, see you in the next video.